Welcome to The 8. I'm the CEO, Nick Powells. Cassie, are you excited for this week? Oh my gosh, yes, Kanye West and Love Soul Cycle, woo! What the Cassie? Good thing we have Sean here to have his input on this. That was kind of dumb. Let's kick this off.
Well, welcome back to The 8. Megan, let's start off with the most important thing that we need to talk about. Lydia's performance. You think she deserves an Academy Award? What would you give her in her representation of you?
She nailed it. It was great.
There goes that word again. And Cassie, your thoughts?
All I care about is Kanye West and Soul Cycle, so good job, Lydia.
Lydia, thanks for your guest appearance. Hopefully that will be the only time you're featured on The 8. Anyway, moving on. Welcome to another week. Cassie, we're going to kick this thing off with Fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay, so for this week's Fantastic video, we're going to play a little bit of a guessing game. So we're going to have you listen and watch this clip and show us or tell us what you think it is that you hear. So roll the clip.
Boo.
Okay, was that A, a mouse getting caught in a trap, B, a puppy getting kicked off a hill, or C, Sean Fitzgerald being pranked by Nick Powells?
I'm going to go with the puppy being kicked down the hill in a mousetrap.
Same.
Well, y'all are incorrect. That was most definitely our own Sean when he was here last week. So here's the full clip in all of its glory.
Boo.
Where are you?
Sean, you don't know what he did to me before that moment.
I don't.
Nothing.
I was gonna say I would
Absolutely
be
nothing.
surprised if
That
you-
was fantastic. I love that word. I'm going to get it tattooed on my lower back.
Great.
Okay? All right, moving on. The Fran Liberty.
This week's Fran Liberty is our 1851 cover star for the week, Jennifer Beal Saxton of Tot Squad.
Nice job there, Jennifer.
Yes. So she launched a concept that capitalizes on the need for baby gear, and it works as a mobile service that provides professional cleaning, installation, and repair for things like car seats and strollers. And the idea came to her when she was at Northwestern's Kellogg School of Business Management. And there she was in a class comparing people's needs, and they realized that there was no service that was filling this need, and people were willing to pay to have this service delivered to them. And now with its first franchise open, the concept is rapidly growing. So check out the full story on 1851.
Really cool story. I've been watching it blow up on Facebook. Hopefully everybody that's been reading it is enjoying that story and all of our other great stories on awesome female leaders. We have a whole bunch on the site right now. So check them out. Fresh Money.
Fresh Money. So for this week's Fresh Money story, we are talking about Wireless Zone. There's a new story up on their 1851 page that talks about how franchisees are finding a really strong return on their investment. Their item 19 is really detailed for the franchising industry, and it breaks things down in a lot of different categories by month and different performance brackets to really give candidates an idea of where they would be able to fit in financially within the system. And just to kind of learn more about how that's really helping them attract candidates, you can check that out on their page.
Speaking of Fresh Money, speaking of Wireless Zone, we're going to be interviewing some of their franchisees coming up this weekend at their annual conference. So stay tuned. There's going to be some more 1851 on the road features coming your way.
Yay!
And my favorite one, which I'm batting like 70% on these, but Frant of the Week, is it me this week?
It is you this week.
Ah, 73%.
Watch out.
Math.
Okay, so for this week's brand, it's part 2 of your series about winning more clients. And this one talks about how your competition might be saying negative things about you and why it's important to, think ahead to what they might be saying in order to use that to your own advantage and push yourself ahead of the competition and Just need to know what your haters are up to.
I think it's a fair statement. I think it's a great opinion. I think the writing's phenomenal. Good thing there's a good editor behind some of these articles. The point is, know what your competitors are saying. At the end of the day, all competitors should play on an equal playing field, and you should all play nice in the sandbox. And in some industries, franchising, it doesn't always work out that way. But when you know what your competitors are saying about you, then at least you can position the opposite opinion so that when you're trying to win new business, win new customers, win new clients, you know how to position against some of those negative things. Because at the end of the day, in a competitive world, everybody is trying to compete for something. And you know that if you're going to go against another competitor for that singular client, they're going to say things that position them higher. Have the data that's going to help you close the deal. And I think that's important for franchise brands. I think that's really important for any brand, is to know who your competitors are. So thanks for that pick. I really appreciate it. Moving on to Franch Forward.
Great. So guess what? People in California like sandwiches.
Wait, you have to say, if you say guess what, you got to wait for me to say what.
I was just so
Try that
excited
again.
Guess what?
People in California really like sandwiches?
Yep, that's right.
Ha-ha!
Meaty ones, to be exact.
Nice.
Which is why Togos is expanding to Sacramento. Cool. Next.
Oh, that's it?
Well, you know, they like sandwiches there, and Togos does sandwiches very well. Togos is from the West Coast, which has built-in brand awareness. And by growing in Sacramento, there's sort of this built-in proximity to their corporate headquarters, their supply chain, so it kind of makes it a lot easier for franchisees to get up and running.
Megan, I gotta say, you've done a great job at keeping the hand movements to a minimum, but what I loved most about your Togos thing is, like, it was back. It was ready for attack. Way to go, Togos. You can find more information about Togos on 1851. A few ways to do it. You can click on brands, which is right above you in the navigation. Within the brand section, you can find all different franchise brands that are featured. All different, I guess I do too. All different brands. I'm gonna just dig these hands in. All different brands that are featured on 1851 in the brand section. And you can look at power rankings, which, there goes the hand again. Damn it.
Sorry.
Damn it. Stay down, hand. You can look at the power ranking section, which shows the brands that are trending the most on our site. Megan, I apologize.
That's
I should have been doing that. You know, whatever. All right. Friend Funny.
So this is not franchising related, though it could be, but it is in honor of International Women's Day, which was 2 days ago.
Wait. Jokes about International Women's Day. You sure this is appropriate for the 8th?
It's 100% appropriate. I think everyone can learn something from this. And there's
Okay.
a little bit of like writing humor in there.
All right, go ahead.
Love.
All right.
Great.
All right.
All right.
Go.
Why did God make Adam before Eve? Because everyone needs a rough draft before they make the final copy.
Well, that's it for me.
Anyway.
I apologize if anybody was offended by that joke. 1851, the opinions of others on our site don't necessarily reflect the opinions of others on our site, so
Those opinions reflect my opinions.
whatever. All right, moving on.
Well said.
Transpiration misquote.
Cool. Again, doesn't have that much to do with franchising, nor is it a misquote. But it does.
Business is franchising, and franchising is business.
Great. And I think there's a lesson to be learned here. Again, International Women's Day related,
Right.
if you see a trend here. We need women at all levels, including the top, to change the dynamic, reshape the conversation, to make sure women's voices are heard and heeded, not overlooked and ignored. Sheryl Sandberg said that. And I think it works perfectly with the series that we have rolling on 1851 right now, featuring women business leaders. And I think they can all kind of agree with this sentiment. And I hope you do too.
One, great quote. Two, what I find interesting, you can see the way that some of the stories on our site trend. We have these trend rankings, which you can find as a part of the story. For a single week of content, I don't know that I've seen our content move or be shared as much, other than when it's award season and we're doing Young Ones to Watch or Fran Dev Awards. that means this is a topic, women's rights, women's equality and rights in business is a topic that is near and dear to many people's hearts, or at least something or a topic that seems relevant. So I think you guys have done a great job at doing content or telling stories around female leaders as we've worked through this issue. And clearly you, our readers, seem to appreciate the content. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the female readers and our female leaders who are making things happen with 1851. That was somewhat serious.
That was really nice.
Frenemies versus Frans. Frans are women, frenemies are men? Is that the theme now?
We're all one people and we all get along. We all need each other.
One people.
One people.
One people.
We got some Frans today.
Yay!
FranNet. So I feel like we've talked about them a bit before.
Did you say FranNet?
FranNet.
Wait,
FranNet,
is that a new topic?
I mean, it could be.
All right, FranNet.
We're talking about the internet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, FranNet. In addition to being one of the most powerful companies in franchising, they're also making it easier for women to become business owners. So an article we featured this week highlighted the partnership that they have with the Association for Women's Business Centers. In that article, they pointed out that only 20% of franchise businesses are owned by women. And so through this partnership, they're using education to get the franchise opportunity out in front of more women. They identified that a lack of education was actually the biggest problem. So by kind of partnering with these centers throughout the country, they're making it easier to put those resources out there for women who may not have known that it's not that difficult to get it up and running. You have the resources available, you can get the finances if you don't have them, and so hopefully through that we can kind of bump up that number a little bit more.
Good stuff. Hey, this week we're a little bit more serious. We had a little bit of funny moments. We had some great female leaders featured, the two of you. You guys do a great job. This is another week of the 8.